Today we are trying to take out the old Blackwater tank from the pump out which we removed last year. So we've moved the mattress onto our dinette. We've put the dinette down so that it turned it into a berth, and then we put it on top of that. So we've moved everything to the front, got all our tools ready, and now we basically need to look in here and find out what fittings we need to block off all of the hoses and take a couple of measurements and make sure we can actually get this thing out the back door, which is what we're hoping to be able to do, because we really don't want to carry, even though it's been cleaned and it's been rinsed, we don't want to carry something that had sewage in it through the front door.
It won't fit through that door.
And it probably won't fit through this door to begin with.
And we don't want to saw it in half.
And we don't want to saw it in half. So, that's what we're looking at. So it's, well, that's 16 inches tall. And we've got 22 and a half.
It's more manoeuvring it over here. What's this length? Oh, mind you, we can do that way. Yeah, it'll go out. Yeah, so flip it like that.
Yes.
And then it goes that way.
Let's check that. So we've got 59 inches. Yeah, so it'll just go, straight out. Yeah, okay.
So where do we take them off? On those Jubilee clips there?
So there's kind of a few ways of doing this. The simplest, in a way, would be to go through to the other side.
Yeah.
Take the toilet out, get everything disconnected in there, jam these with something, and then pull them through.
Yeah.
So we block the other side, then we pull them through. Then everything, kit and caboodle, goes out.
Yeah.
If the hoses are blocked off with Jubilee clips on the other side...
We should have blocked them off already.
No, because it's still... That side's still connected up to what it's connected up to.
To the waste, but it's the one that comes from the toilet's blocked.
I think the one that comes from the toilet is blocked, yes,
Yeah.
but the other one's not. We just need to pull the toilet out of its position. And
okay, well you go and...
we got a fairly simple setup. This thing is a filter to break out any smells or anything that are coming back. So this is air coming off the waste tank. This is air coming off the filter and going out through the vent. And this is pump out. So this is the filthiest. These two we know have been filthy because of overflows and stuff. So it's all pretty gross. But looking at it, I'm kind of looking at... I got one pipe that will need to block off, and that needs to go out that way. I got another pipe that needs to block off and go off that way. And then I've got this one here, which happens to be the same size as fits there, so I can take this off and just attach it there. And anybody that wants to pour water in here will just pour it out.
Okay, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
So, do we need caps then?
Yeah, so we need to cap off 2 of these.
And do you know what size they are?
Well, that's the nice thing, is that they're written on the side. They're 38 millimeter outside diameter. So we need to get 2 caps for that. And then this just won't have any caps on it.
Yeah, well that will just come off and it'll be disgusting.
It'll just go straight into a garbage bag. Okay, so I went to Midland Chandlers to try and find something to stop up these pipes with, and the only thing they had was like this really shiny brass end piece for like mounting in your hull. Anyway, it was about 30 pound or something a piece, and I'm not going to buy 2 of those to do this. So what I ended up thinking of is I'm going to use these cut down pieces of burble sack to just temporarily block them off and tie them up under the Jubilee clip. That should at least allow us to get it out the back door without having any evacuation of material. To get this one off, and then it'll be reattached to there, but I need to get this off before I can do that.
Did you get wetted?
No, but there's
something in there.
There's liquid in there.
Okay, which one do you want to do first?
The narrower one.
sorts of electric zip tied to it, so
Oh.
let's not do that.
Okay, at this point I'm pretty sure none of this is connected to anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the 12 volt input feed. Okay, so all this has to do with is that gauge and that,
Yeah.
or that gauge and this pressure
And then there's
sensor.
power coming to it.
On the back of the little dial, you
Yeah.
can just unplug everything. Are those all unplugged?
Yeah, you can pull them through.
Okay, do you know where my voltmeter is? It's not doing anything, is it?
No.
Okay, can you flip the switch that says WC? Does the fan turn on again?
Yeah.
Okay, so the fan in there is still running?
Yeah.
Okay, turn that one off.
Yeah. Turn it off.
Alright, and the fan just died?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is still connected to that switch.
Did
So
you get power then?
Yeah, so when the fan's live, this is live. The fan was turned off, that's why this was dead. Do you want to feed and I'll
Yeah,
pull?
you
or-
might as well stay there.
Ugh,
What?
liquid
Where?
on me.
From what?
What had ever dripped on this thing before?
Okay, just. Right now we're just getting to the.
And
Yeah.
okay. Oh my.
Is that a trickling sound?
That was a gurgling sound. Something gurgled.
Ugh. So how are we going to do it?
This end down
Yeah.
and then up.
And out. Easy.
So just have to move up past the bridge, over to the waste point / water point, so we can unload this, which is the enormous waste tank that is finally out of our boat. The enormous bloody thing, which is completely blocking my ability to drive. So I'm driving with that thing hanging out here.
I see what you did there.
What were you taking that?
Into our car to take to the tip.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to dispose of it.
No, don't worry. That's all right, it's a bit heavy. Right. Into the arranged ride, and so many thanks to the person that allowed us to arrange the ride. So we were coming down, and as we were unloading and moving past, the guy from the office slid up the window and was like, "Excuse me, folks, where are you taking that?" And I'm like,
Yeah, he wasn't that friendly.
No. But I was like, well, we're taking it to the car to put it into the tip, which is kind of obvious that we would bringing it to a car, but he also thought we were taking it to the waste point over here. But
He was quite.
the problem was it was like,
wasn't he?
yeah, well, he's sort of making the assumption, because I guess that's what happens most often. It was a silly question, but at the end of the day, the biggest problem was the thing isn't exactly light and has still got some water in it, so it shifts around. All right, we're done. Right, so basically we got a fairly simple setup in here. This is the air breather valve. This is for if there was any kind of need for a vent so that the gases could get out and inside the tank to equalize.
Isn't that the pump out?
Yeah, it's for the. Oh wait, sorry. That's the air breather vent. This. Okay.
I just don't want it to fling poo at you.
What?
I don't want it to fling poo at you.
You don't want it to fling poo.